Hello, YouTube family. How are you today? Welcome to Life with IJ, where we talk about finance, faith, family, and everything in between. For my new subscribers, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about something called the power of taking action. The power of taking action. Have you ever wondered why you have recorded success in certain areas of your life, or why very successful people, why they recorded success in different areas of their lives? One of the reason is the power to take action, the power to implement. Okay, so to make it come alive, I'm going to share some stories with you. You know, I like storytelling a lot. So I'm going to share some stories with you, things that have happened to persons that I know, so that we can learn some salient things from taking action. So the first story, let's call this person Prince. So Prince is a young man I know. We went to the Federal University of Agriculture, Umudike, together. And I think I was two sets his senior. So I had started as a graduate assistant in Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, when he came to me to say that he wanted to stay with me, he wanted to study for his master's at the University of Abeokuta. So what did he do? So I want you to pay close attention. So he studied, I think, animal production. Yes. So for his master's, he sat down and thought about it and said, you know what, I'm not going to do animal production or animal husbandry because these places are saturated. He took up, he took interest in pasture range management. That's a different arm in that space. And at that time, there were new novel researches that were going on in that area. So he wanted to do his master's in that area. So he got a position, a position to study for his master's in UNAB, that's University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. Came to Abeokuta, started his master's. While doing his master's, he volunteered to work with several professors in the university. He was working, assisting them with work. Then over time, he got a graduate assistant position in one of the polytechnics, then eventually at UNAM in the school. Where am I going with this? He didn't want to stop there. He was thinking of something bigger. So he reached out to professors in his field because, like I said, there were researches that were going on in the pasture range management, that space. So he reached out to professors, I think in Europe. There's a particular professor in a particular area he was interested in. And he started talking to the professor via email. And over time, the professor got interested in his work. To cut the long story short, he got a grant and asked this prince to come join him in Germany. And that was how he started working with the professor. And from there, he got, I think he did his PhD. Then right now, he's moved to North America with his family, and he is, I think he's an assistant professor because he dreamt and he took action. The second story I'll tell you is about a former colleague of mine, a young man, very, very hardworking. He had a family, beautiful children, and he always dreamt that he wanted to travel to America, to establish, to migrate to America with his family. What did he do? We were in a small Nigerian indigenous consulting firm, and you understand, resources. First and foremost, for him, he got a job in a West African country, another West African country. And from there, he made plans, did research on immigration. Eventually, he moved to America with his family. Right now, he's thriving in America. The third story I'm going to share with you is one that is very close to my heart. It's about my younger sister. And you know, in Nigeria, a lot of people are, maybe because of the brain drain, they are traveling out of Nigeria. And she wanted to go to the UK with her family. She came to me. When she first came to me, I was like, be realistic. That word, be realistic, let's be very conscious of it. I was like, is it possible? I would say I did try to discourage her. Why don't you stay with what you know and all of that? But she had a strong dream to go. And she, as you and I are, as I'm sharing this video with you, she's in the UK. She made it happen. So these three stories, if you look at the thread cutting across all of them, you'll notice some salient points about all three of those persons taking action, from Prince to my colleague that moved his family to America, to my sister that is now in the UK. First and foremost, they had a strong desire, a strong dream to make something happen. What is it that you are trying to achieve? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to, I don't know what you're trying to achieve for the rest of this 2023 for it to end. What is that strong desire that you have? Number two, they came up with a plan. Look at Prince, for example. Remember that he wanted to study pastoral range management. From there, he came up with a plan. I'm going to reach out to a professor in one of the European schools, and that was what he did. He took them step by step. My sister had a plan to move to the UK, and she actioned it. Number three, gather resources. They gathered resources to make these things happen. You understand? The colleague I talked about that moved his family, it didn't happen overnight. He knew it would take time. He started planning. First, he moved to a West African country. Based on their budget, they saved up. The next thing, they gathered the resources they would need to help execute the plan. The number four, they executed. They actioned it. And that would be the difference of success that you and I will have. If you have a dream, you have something that you want to make happen, you need to action it. The difference between dreamers is that people, the successful ones, take action, they execute. And that is what I want to share with you. What is that thing that you have been dreaming to do? I have a lot of things. As we go on this journey, I'm going to be sharing with you some that I have started, some that I'm yet to start. You understand? And for me to be successful in those things, I need to take action. So how would you harness the power of taking action in your life today? You want to write a book, start it. You want to start a YouTube video, start it. You want to start a business, start it. You want to start saving. You want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, start it. So that's my story for you today, the power of taking action. I hope you would glean from it, learn some things. And what is that thing? Some of you are successful in several areas. There might be one or two areas. Take action in that part of your life and watch successes blossom for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Share it, like it, share, comment, and if you like the content so far, I'd like you to subscribe so we can grow together. Thank you so much. We'll meet again in the next video. God bless you. Bye.